Welcome to Girls Central, brought to you by the YWCA Santa Monica West Side, whose mission is to eliminate racism, empower women, promote peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. My name is Jackie, and we have a great show for you today. Okay, let's start by asking my girls a get-to-know-you question. If you could meet any female, dead or alive, who would it be?
My name is Meredith, and I would say Marilyn Monroe because she's seen as this like beautiful, talented person, and nobody knows the story of like her past. You know, like she was in foster homes a lot, and I just like to see her side of the story.
Yeah. Cool. I think for me, I would say this. She's alive, but she's a singer. Her name is FK Twigs, and she does dancing and choreography, producing, and she directs her own films and music videos. So I think she's just great, and I would like to know how she does it all and how she like maintains her originality.
Yeah, I'm Vrinda, and I guess I'd say Emma Watson because she's such a great actress and such a beautiful girl, but she's not just a pretty face. Like, she's like such a great human being, and she's all for social justice and really empowering in general.
That's cool. Yeah. I would say Martha Washington, who is George Washington's wife, just because I think it would be so cool to see what the foundation of America was like from her point of view.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we have some sort of records, but we don't know exactly how it was like. I think it would be really, really cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks, girls. Okay, so today we'll discuss hot topics affecting teen girls, show you two of the most talked about videos online, and later on, Unadi will talk to radio personality Ashley Caprice. Okay, girls, let's talk. As we know, there's a lot of pressure on girls to look pretty. Some girls wear fake eyelashes, push-up bras, hair extensions, acrylic nails, get plastic surgeries, you name it. Whatever they can do to create a certain image. So who creates this standard of beauty, and where does this pressure come from?
I think the standard of beauty comes from the Eurocentric ideal of what beauty is, you know, fair skin, long hair, light-colored hair, light eyes, just all those things that you would see on, like, your ideal European
These
person.
are, like, all things that show in media. Like, when was, like, the last time, unless it was, like, supposed to be, like, a different beauty, that you saw someone who was, like, just beautiful with, like, short hair.
Or a person of color.
I mean, like, it's definitely, like, girls put the pressure on themselves, other girls put the pressure on other girls,
boys.
Guys put the pressure on girls,
definitely.
Social media puts the pressure on girls.
Definitely,
like,
but the thing is, I don't think that, like, because I, for one, do wear acrylics, and, like, if I'm going out, I'll wear, like, fake eyelashes or whatever.
So it's okay to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't see it as false advertising. I see it as, like, you expressing yourself. I don't see it as, like, you doing it to, like,
impress someone else.
Like, I think it's like, I love wearing makeup personally, and I think it's fine to do all of these things that make you feel, like, great about yourself, as long as it doesn't become, like, the only way that you can feel great about yourself.
And you're not doing it for other people.
Yeah. Like, for me, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. That's not something I do in my everyday life. Like, I'll wear it to go out, and I think that's really fun. But I don't think, for me, it's not just something I enjoy doing. And so I don't like when there's this pressure to wear makeup, but on the other hand, I think it's really cool when girls do wear makeup and they look great. Like, you guys wear awesome makeup, and that's so cool. But, like, for me, that's just something that doesn't work.
But the thing is, it can also be a pressure to not wear makeup. Like, people, like, especially guys, they're like, oh, I don't like girls that wear makeup. So it makes girls who like to wear makeup, like, feel bad about themselves.
But
like,
they're covering it up. When they see them natural, they're like, oh, I didn't know she looked like that.
Yeah, but
like,
still, I just, like, I'll talk to a guy, and they're like, yeah, I mean, well, I like that you don't really wear makeup. Like, I have highlighter, mascara, eyeliner, and my eyebrows.
Exactly. If you can't tell that I have gold on my lids, like, really?
Yeah. Do you really think I woke up with, like, natural black eyeliner?
That's the funny thing, because in movies,
you really think I woke up like this?
No. You know how in movies, like,
when they wake up,
the female, like, wakes up and she's like, perfect face of
loose
makeup.
curls.
Yeah, and you're like, girls do not look like that with
makeup.
makeup.
They go to bed with makeup on. I'm like, in reality, you would wake up with, like, a face of,
you would have eyeliner down
everywhere,
here, pimples all around. Definitely, it's not cute at all.
You do not look that nice waking up. No one does. Like, if you do, I envy you to no extent.
I just think that, like, wearing makeup should be for fun, for entertainment, or even if you feel insecure, like, when you don't have makeup on, wear it because it makes you feel good. Whether it be you want long hair, like, even extensions. Extensions aren't just for, like, you want long hair. You can wear extensions because you might not want to dye your natural hair. You might want a pop of color. Like, do it because it's your style. It's what you like. It makes you feel like you're
Don't do it for someone else or, like,
and just do it for yourself. Like, whatever you do it for yourself, and it's for your own happiness, you know?
Exactly.
And my friend Carolyn, she does these really cool things. She dyes her hair all these really interesting colors. colors. Like, she just dyed it pink, and I love it. And on the other hand, I don't really want to dye my hair, just because I mean, like, I'm just comfortable with the way my hair looks. But I think it's so cool.
I'm dyeing my hair blue today.
My hair was just purple. I think I'm gonna do green.
Yeah, but just like accept yourself, love yourself, and
definitely.
And just do whatever makes you happy. Be you. All right, the birds and the bees talk is not exactly the talk all girls want to have with their parents. It can be awkward and weird, but is it important for parents to talk about sex with their daughters?
I feel it depends on the kid.
Yeah.
Because like if your kid is someone who you know will stand for what they believe and like they know themselves, there really isn't a point to have to tell them what they already know.
But if your daughter is someone who's like kind of naive and impressionable, then you might want to converse with them about this because it's like a big deal. You know, and it's like not just the ideal of virginity, but just like guys will kind of like try to manipulate girls sometimes, and you need to know when a guy is doing that.
I think it's good like for them to have the talk. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be from their parents.
Like schools have sex.
Exactly.
I took it in ninth grade.
But everybody should know. Like they should be what's the word? Like they should have like knowledge.
Don't be naive.
And I think with parents, if you're gonna have a sex talk, what you should have is like, all right, if you want to buy condoms or if you want to buy,
don't tell your kids not to have sex.
Exactly.
That's not gonna work.
Give them say, you know, maybe this is like the right way to do it. If you say, okay, you know, if you want to buy condoms or if you want to get birth control, just talk to me about it. We can work it out.
Exactly.
That's like
telling your kid not to do it is, or scaring your kid with like STDs, blah blah blah. Like you just need to make sure they're having safe sex.
And then there's those parents that are like, but you're so young, like you shouldn't even be having it. But like that's not going to change.
The time will come eventually. Like if the person feels comfortable, then that's their time. Like, so you can't really put an age on that.
I know.
Just like make sure that they do it the right way. Like don't be like you can't have birth control, you can't have sex. They're gonna do it whether you tell them to or not to.
Exactly. And like, so might as well be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
And for a lot of girls, I know like I'm not having sex and it's just by my own choice. And so like if the parent knows the child is having sex, or like they're in a situation,
they have a boyfriend.
they're in like a long-term relationship or whatever, whatever that happens, whatever works for them, then like maybe that's the time to have the conversation.
Definitely.
Be like, hey, if you want to talk about sex or if you need anything, please let me know. Like
I have friends who, well, I have this one friend where her parent will just give her condoms because she's just like, if you're doing it, I just want you to be safe. Like they don't necessarily have to like sit down and talk, but it's just like if the time comes, I want you to be prepared, you know?
So like I have some friends that want to wait till marriage, some friends that have already lost their virginity.
I mean, it's obviously it's up to you.
And it doesn't make you less or more of a person.
And no, it doesn't matter what
parents
you do.
shouldn't make kids feel guilty
Exactly.
or feel shameful about any sort of sexual activity.
Because it's
That's
natural.
super important.
Yeah.
This is like part of being a teenager. It's growing up, hormones, relationships, it's all that type of stuff.
Just like make sure you're there for them.
Definitely.
That's what matters most.
And I think also with kids, like you can kind of find everything on the internet. So just say like if you have any questions, ask me or just Google it. Or just get knowledgeable because if you're not knowledgeable about like sex and about different diseases and different forms of contraception and
just
whatever.
Look it up now.
Like, but at the same time, just don't go on the internet and be like, "What's sex?" Like, like.
I mean, the thing is, like, I think now in the year 2015, they are going to tell you something about sex. Like, I had 2 days, I think, in my freshman seminar class where they told you about condoms, diseases, where you can go.
We have people from Planned Parenthood come to our class.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's like
so
you're going to have some sort of knowledge.
You
know, whether it's movies, like obviously it's not exactly real life, but I mean, like you're going to know something.
You're going to find something
and you should be able to
somehow.
talk to your friends.
Talk to your friends, talk to your parents. Like, and also, it depends on your relationship because if you really don't have a close relationship with your parents, a good alternative might be to go to a Planned Parenthood or go see a doctor.
I mean, like, my
talk
parents,
to friends.
My mom didn't give me the sex talk. My friends did.
Yeah,
like, it was like in 5th grade, they like told me they were on the bed and they're like, Meredith, I just got the talk. And I was like, what? And they were like, SEX. And I was like,
yeah, definitely.
Like, I found out from like friends or like from school, from social media, stuff like that. And like my parents never gave me the talk, but it's not like at the same time like it was a forbidden thing. Like I knew like if I was like, hey mom, dad, what's sex? They wouldn't be like, don't you dare say that word. Like they would talk about it.
And also don't let like media like influence what you think sex is going to be like. Like if you see people on Twitter talking about, oh, they had this kind of sex with this person or with this many people, or if you do this, you're that. Don't let that like determine what kind of person you are.
Because people are, you have to make your own decision.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you guys for sharing. All right. Sometimes you may not realize you're the third wheel until it's too late, and you're just like, ah! Yeah. Has it ever happened to you?
Yeah, who likes being the third wheel?
No one.
Like, nobody likes being
the
third
other
wheel.
day, she wanted to hang out with some of her friends. She accidentally invited herself to a double date. She fifth wheeled a double date.
That's embarrassing. No. Okay, I was once with my friend, and we were at the skate park because her boyfriend was a skater, and the whole time she just like sat on his lap and was talking to him, and I was just like, I can't use data on my phone, so I was just like, I'm just gonna play Sonic, but I really don't want to be here.
What's even worse is if your friend's like, hey, I have this date, can you come with me? And you're like, okay, sure. They're not comfortable, but then
you
the whole
say,
time.
okay, sure. I would be like, no.
I say okay.
Maybe they're uncomfortable, but then like you go and the whole time they're like, hey, and they're just ignoring you and you're to the side.
I have accidentally made my friend the third wheel, but it's like I try my best to say, hey, are you okay? But the thing is, when your partner and your friend aren't friends, it's like even weirder for them. Like it's different if you guys are all friends, but like
I feel like it's not only relationships though. Like there can be like your friends.
Yeah, that's like I think that's worse.
I think that's worse. Like when you're third wheeling like two
best friends.
Yeah. I had
just
two
like
best friends. I didn't know that they had a history. So when I invited them both to hang out with me, they apparently had like a falling out in their friendship, but like it was serious business. Like they had a huge argument. It was the most uncomfortable time. I had to talk to both of them separately. We were all sitting in the movie theater. We were just like,
but I think something funny.
The worst thing ever.
Yeah. One time, so after like theater performances, a bunch of us go to this restaurant, Swingers.
I love Swingers.
And so we'll go in like huge groups. And one time there was like this theater couple, and they were like sitting at a 4-person booth. And like as a joke, me and my brother, who also does theater, we like went up to them. We're like, "Hey guys, can we join in on your date?" So we're like joking with them, like third wheeling their date together.
I would hate you so much. I would be like, please remove yourself from the seat right now.
I would love that. I love the theater group and stuff. And I know your brother. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. We were just like, oh, you're so sweet. Oh no, you're so sweet. Like we were just joking with it.
Okay, once when I was with my friends, I was with 2 friends and then me and the guy I was talking to, and like I was having a good time, my friends were having a good time, and then my friends were like, I think your like boyfriend hates us. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, like what's the matter? And he's like, it's just, I don't know, I just don't really like people. And I was just like, oh, this is so weird. So like I think you should definitely talk to the person that you're like dating, because like if they don't like other people, then
like if you're gonna go on a date, talk with them, be like, hey, is it okay if I bring friends? Like don't show up, be like, hey, here's Sally and Johnny and Tad. Like,
or like, hey, let's have a girls' night out, and they just come with their boyfriend. Like, this is not the plan.
God. I hate it when they do that. They did that.
That's so
It's so terrible.
All right, thank you guys for sharing. All right, girls, do you know what time it is? It's time for shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
So I want to give a shout out to the women in the Supreme Court who
shout out women in the Supreme Court,
who were in favor of equality in marriage.
Yeah, Ruth
Bader Ginsburg.
I want to give a shout out to Sia, because I've been
Sia!
I've been listening to a lot more of her album besides like what was the song she had with the girl?
Chandelier.
Like I've been listening to more music besides Chandelier, and
I love her
really
songs.
Good.
She's really good.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to this book character, Selena.
Shout out Selena
from Throne of Glass. She's just like such a powerful girl, and like doesn't like she just stands for what she believes in, and I love that.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. All right, I want to give a shout out to Anna Gunn.
Shout out Anna Gunn.
So you may know her from Breaking Bad, and she's starring in this new movie, which I'm so excited for. It's called Equity, and it's all about women on Wall Street, and like there's always like that, Wolf of Wall Street.
I think I've heard of that.
And guys who are like dominate Wall Street, but it's all about the women of Wall Street and how they rule the world.
That's so cool. Wow.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Really cool, all right, that's it for our combo, but stay with us because coming up next, we're bringing you radio personality Ashley Caprice.
I am a girl who codes. I think that anybody becomes more empowered once they understand how something works, and learning to code at such a young age, it's definitely a life changer.
When I was bullied, I really had to put up with it for a while, but I got myself out of the situation. A lot of people don't have that opportunity. An app I can create is to get those kids in touch with counselors that can really help them. I can build my own app instead of having to reach out to somebody to do it. No one has to build it for me anymore. I can build it myself.
I'm a second-generation immigrant. My parents were born and raised in Albania. I still speak with my grandparents who don't know any English. I really appreciate the language. Now that I know coding, I feel like I'm a part of even more worlds. A lot of people aren't as privileged, particularly young women. I'm gonna make education more accessible by using technology that could really change the world.
Coding is so cool. It is the most fun thing. Once I start, it's hard to get me off the computer. The first time I made a line of code work, I was so surprised that a computer can actually do what I tell it to. Now I am 100% sure I want to be a computer programmer.
I always play video games where the boys are the main characters, and I wanted to be able to create a game where a woman could just be strong and not have to be a figure for someone else to kind of play with or toy around with. Even if it's just small things, her outfit is really like skimpy and sexualized. I think that's really degrading. It's just not cool.
I didn't realize that there was such a big gender gap in technology. Girls seem to be afraid to step up and take that challenge.
Even if you've been told that you can't, you definitely can.
Coding's like a superpower.
Girls can do anything.
Yes, girls can.
And we can change the world.
Girls can't. Sometimes you hear it, but more often you feel it.
Girls can't rock. Girls can't be strong.
Girls can't chat. Girls can't be funny.
Girls can't rap.
Las chicas no pueden ser las protagonistas.
Girls can't run the show.
Girls can't dance crazy.
Girls can't
play girls can't. Yeah, girls can.
My sport is ice hockey. Everybody told me that I couldn't do it. You have to just be courageous.
I was always told singers really should just sing. Okay, well, let's challenge that whole notion. I heard that girls couldn't rap. I rap. Girls couldn't own businesses. I own my own business. I like it when people say you can't do something.
I just learned that you have to be yourself. Girls can't.
Yes, they can.
Come on, cover girls. Rap. Be funny. Be off the wall.
Rock.
Be strong.
Run the show.
Make the world a little more easy, breezy, and beautiful.
Welcome back to Girl Central. I'm Unati, and today on our career segment, we're bringing you a radio personality, Ashley Caprice.
Woo, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. I mean, it's really exciting that you're able to take a career with music and turn it into something that is just what you do for your life. You know what I mean?
You get paid for it.
Oh my God, exactly. That is awesome, really. So how long have you been in the radio industry?
Woo, for almost 10 years.
Oh, that's lovely. Lots of experience there, I'm sure. What stations are you currently working for, and in what capacity do you work with them?
Well, I work 7 days a week. So Monday through Friday, I'm at 102.7 KISS FM.
I know them.
102.7 KISS FM. There you go.
Yep.
I produce the afternoon show there. It has Ryan Seacrest in the mornings.
Oh, yes.
I'm also working on weekends at 99.1 KGGI in Riverside.
Wow.
So it's like an hour drive on the weekends.
Yeah.
And then a news station, Real 92.3, has Big Boy in the mornings for hip hop and R&B.
Oh, like new hip hop and stuff? All this is awesome. So in your career, you don't have to just be with one radio station. You can be with multiple radio stations?
Yeah, well, I work for iHeartMedia, so it's one media conglomerate.
Okay.
So they have a lot of different stations around the country.
Ooh, oh, that's cool.
So yeah, there's no conflict of interest. We're a team.
Oh, I love that. Teamwork. So girls, if you're interested in getting into radio, you can be a part of a lot of different radio stations too, which is neat. So what made you choose radio as a career, and what was your first year like?
Ooh, okay, well, for a career is because I've always been involved in the arts when I was a child.
Oh,
I mean, cheerleading, step teams, band, musicals, plays, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So in that, I realized that I love the arts. I love performing. I also love to talk. I love to listen to music all day.
Yeah.
But the first year was a grind, okay? In radio, you have to grind till you shine. That's what I say.
I like that, grind till you shine, right?
Grind till you shine.
We were talking about this earlier. We're going to put on some t-shirts, grind till you shine. Okay?
Yeah.
So what exactly does that grind mean?
It means possibly working for free, but if it's what you love to do, then you'll do it for free. It's okay. It doesn't feel like work. You know? So take some internships, shadow people, ask questions, and just grind. Put in the hours.
Right.
You might have to work overtime.
Okay. So even if you don't necessarily need to go that far, go the distance for your passion.
Exactly.
So in that vein, what skills not necessarily taught in schools are the most helpful for this career?
Well, I would say you have to be a creative. You need to think of some cool ideas for radio. I would say be persistent, not a pest. You know, be aggressive about your goals, but don't get on someone's nerve
Where they're like, I don't want to work with them.
Exactly.
They're always on my back. Like, what is this?
But do speak up. Do speak up about what you want to do and work hard.
Okay.
You can be whatever you want to be. Just work hard.
That's really important. So, like, you know, when you're in high school, you can just get involved by doing internships.
Yeah, you can do some internships. You can shadow people in whatever industry that you're in. You can just, you know, go to their office and ask, can I shadow you for the day and everything, and just learn as much as you can.
Be the sponge. Be the sponge.
Yeah, soak it up.
Yeah. So what's your favorite and least favorite part about your job? I'm sure there's some amazing things about
my least favorite would be the hours.
Oh, really?
You know, radio is 24/7. So at 3 a.m., someone's in there doing something.
Wow,
yeah.
That's so true. You know, like when we're sleeping, if you put on your radio, like something's happening.
Exactly. So, but I've worked every shift. I've done the overnights where I'm there midnight to 5 in the morning. I've been there with the morning show, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., but they have to prep the show, so they have to come in maybe around 3:30 or 4 a.m.
Wow.
But when you love what you're doing, it's okay.
Right.
You'll work the hours, and you have to let your passion fuel you.
So even if I'm not a morning person, or you guys at home aren't morning people, if you have a passion about it, you'll get up and make it work.
And in radio, you're listening to music.
Oh, that's true. You must be like dancing in there sometimes.
Right. So the energy is crazy, and it'll wake you up.
Yes.
But so the long hours, I mean, it's weekends, it's holidays. You have to work it all.
Right.
But it's totally fun while you're doing it.
With your passion, exactly.
Yeah.
So do you notice challenges specific to women or minorities in your career, even though all the passion is going on? Do you still kind of see that?
Well, this is a male-dominated industry. So every time you hear the radio, a guy is normally speaking. But women, we're doing our thing right now. We're breaking barriers and everything. You know, it's been like the past few years, women have just been doing their thing. They're making way for new radio personalities like me.
Right.
Radio personalities. You know, some program directors are women who are overseeing the whole radio station.
Wow.
So I believe we're really, you know, we're
opening the way.
Yeah, opening the way. I was gonna say we're taking over, but maybe not.
We're sharing the space. We're sharing
the space, exactly.
Yes, making sure we have a seat in the space too.
Yes.
So is there still, I don't know, what is the outlook actually for this career? What do you see happening in the future?
Well, a lot of people think radio is dying, which I totally don't believe. Radio is free. You can turn it on whenever you're in the car. But there is a whole digital era right now.
Right.
And so a lot of people go online for everything. But instead, we're just growing with that digital space. So now the interviews, you might hear it on the radio station, but you can also hear them maybe on the website. We'll post the link to the interview, or we're also on apps on your phone.
So you guys are growing with the technological developments, which is good. So don't be worried out there at home if you're like, I love radio, I love talking, I love music, but radio's dying. Like, no. You turn on your radio, that will never be dead air.
Right.
So
exactly. And dead air is the worst in radio.
Is it?
1 second feels like 10 minutes. You're like, what's going on?
Get the song on. You can make up your own song, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
So if someone is interested in joining this radio industry, what suggestions can you make for, gaining experience?
I would say shadowing people, but also I went to college, Cal State Long Beach, go Beach, and so I studied communication studies and minored in journalism. So it helps with the speaking, it helps with your writing, but internships as well. Because I know some people who have gotten into radio and they're like, this isn't really for me. So I would suggest with any industry that you're in to make sure that you take an internship to make sure that is what you want to do.
Right, so you see behind the scenes, so start with your internships, definitely.
Yeah,
so
you might have to work for free, and that's okay.
Right, because it's your passion, so that should
you're
be
learning.
Yes, a lot of fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you like to do on your free time? Since you're doing so many shows, what do you kind of do to relax?
Food. I want to eat. I love like BJ's triple chunk chocolate pizookie.
Oh, that sounds so good.
But also, since I'm in radio, I love music. So I like concerts. I love, going out with my friends and my family. Any little pocket of time that I have, I will try to spend it with them.
Yeah, because you can recharge.
So dancing, all of that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So it keeps your energy going. So you get in the booth, you're like, I have a life and I'm bringing it to you
guys.
Right. Yeah.
You have to find that balance.
For sure, for sure. So with all the balance and all the great work that you do, what is your definition of girl power?
Oh, girl power. It is just me being in a male-dominated industry, but still succeeding. It's Girl Central, where we're giving back to the community and the young girls who are watching right now, letting them know that other women can succeed and we can all do it. Girl power is supporting each other. It's celebrating each other. It's not about competition and being selfish, me.
Right.
You know, lift as you climb.
Oh, I love that. Another really good one, lift as you climb.
Help your friend climb, you know, okay, I moved up a little, let me help her a little.
Right.
Mentor, give back.
You mentor as well, right?
I do. I mentor a few women, a few young girls across the country, and I'm on LinkedIn at Ashley Caprice, and people ask me questions, and you just have to give back, and that's girl power. It's just helping each other.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because, you know, being in the arts, you know, it's hard to kind of navigate your own way, but look, you know, if you want to get into radio, you can go into a lot of different venues, and you can help each other as you go along that journey. So thank you so much for coming in today, Ashley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. So please, girls, if you are interested in contacting Ashley and getting involved with radio, do so at the screen right below you. Get in touch with her. And thank you so much for tuning in today for Girl Central. Oh, I'm dancing like I'm in the radio booth with you.
I'll dance with you.
I know, good, we'll dance together. All right, girls, that is our show for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Girl Central. Stay strong, stay confident, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Peace.